Welcome back everyone to the channel for another video. This is Q50 Beast. Today we'll be taking a look at the 2020 Toyota Tundra TRD. Now I know what you're thinking, this is an off-road vehicle, and yes, you're correct. It's an amazing off-road vehicle. And we'll probably have some content for that kind of stuff later on. But today, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put this thing on a drag strip and show you what we can get out of this massive and powerful vehicle. Look at this, this is a really good looking vehicle. And I'm just really excited to show you guys what we're able to do. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, going over to the conversion, we went with a 7.2 liter V8. It is a powerful engine, and we put that thing in there. We left it all-wheel drive, and we supercharged it so we can get the power down on the road early. All right, in the engine, we upgraded the fuel system to race ignition, race engine block, and we upgraded that supercharger. And we went with the race intercooler and the race flywheel so we can get these gears shifted quickly. All right, we put race brakes on this thing so we can get it stopped. We also went with race front anti-roll bars, and we went with race rear anti-roll bars. Nothing with the chassis reinforcement, and we did a full weight reduction on this large vehicle. Moving over to the clutch, we went with the race clutch. We also put a race transmission in here. We got a race drive line. And we also went with a race differential. All right, moving over to the tires, we went with the race off-road compound, and we extended the front tire width as wide as possible and the rear tire width as wide as possible. We went with the stock wheels. They look pretty good. We blacked them out, and we left the front size of the wheel the same and the rear the same at both 18s front and rear. All right, with the arrow, we did nothing with the front, nothing with the rear, nothing with the side skirts, and nothing with the hood. Left it stock. Let's go ahead and get into the tires. We went 21 in the front and 21 in the rear. And we went with the 2.65 final drive, 390 first gear, 270 second gear, 190 third gear, 135 fourth gear, 1 fifth gear, and our final gear, which is the sixth gear, is 0.85. We did nothing with the alignment. Anti-roll bars, we went 65 and 65 front and rear. Springs, we went 260.4 in the front and 549.5 in the rear. We dropped the truck all the way down in the front to 13.4, in the rear 14.2. Dampening, 2.8 in the front for rebound stiffness and 2.1 in the rear for rebound stiffness. 1.8 for the bump stiffness in the front and 1.4 in the rear. We did nothing with the arrow, nothing with the brake, and the differential. Our center balance, we had a 62%. Here's the share code if you're interested in this tune. And let's go ahead and put this thing in a half mile. Pretty easy launch with this thing. Remember, it's all-wheel drive, and it takes off pretty good for a big, powerful truck like that. Remember, we have off-road tires, but it gets through the gears pretty well. And as you see, we're getting up and down the track as best we can. And we were able to put over 178 miles per hour in a half mile. It's actually pretty good for this size vehicle. Look at the interior, it looks pretty good. The detail looks really good. It sounds great. And let's see how it sounds inside. All right, pretty good launch. You hear that supercharger whining, and we're getting up and down the track. I think it's pretty impressive for this large vehicle. I mean, it was over 178 miles per hour in a half mile. That supercharger just sounds really, really good. All right, we'll go ahead and try this thing in a quarter of a mile as well. Watch our launch. This thing is ready to go for sure. And we take off. It sounds pretty good too. It sounds really good. And it goes through the gears very, very smoothly. And look what we're able to put down in a quarter of a mile. Over 157 miles per hour with this big thing. All right, so let's take a look at it and how it looks when you leave. That front wheel is moving a little bit, but it looks really good. Look at the lines on this truck. I love it. I really hope you enjoyed this wacky build. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is Q50 Beast. Peace out.